Hey guys, welcome back to the Anxious Girly. Today I want to talk about something that I think a lot of us carry quietly within ourselves, and that is the fear of being too much, too emotional, too sensitive, too intense, too everything. If you ever feel like you overwhelm people just by caring, then this one's for you. Recently, I went through something that triggered this for me big time, and it was something that I thought I'd nailed, but clearly not. It definitely popped out of the snow. No details needed. It was just a moment where I thought, oh God, I'm too much. I'm overwhelming people. I need to figure this out. It happened in a space where I felt like I could be myself. It made my head, I can't really explain it too much. It was just a case of I genuinely thought I could be myself around these people, and boom, like that. All of a sudden I felt alone within myself, and it's such a painful place to sit, because deep down all you really want to do is connect with people, but it's hard to do that when people don't operate on your level. A lot of people and the world will make you feel like you're being dramatic, being expressive, and being able to call certain things out because that's the way you see them. You're a problem. Having needs and expressing your needs, you're being difficult. The biggest one for me was being labeled as unstable, just for seeing certain things in a light and expressing them. I'm very much a person of, if I feel it in my gut that it's not right, I have to say it. Not out of, oh, I'm just going to blurt this out and not suffer the consequences. Not that. I am not giving you a free pass to say what you want. That is not what I'm doing. But what I am saying is that if somebody's overstepped a boundary, or, they're not meeting you where you'd like to be met, and you say something and you're the problem, it's time to look at that. Because here's the truth I'm learning. Feeling deeply does not make you too much. It means you are human, and it means that you feel things in a way that other people don't, and that's okay. We live in this world where we celebrate people's differences, but certain aspects of people, like feeling a lot and being sensitive, is still seen as a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with clarity. There's nothing wrong with needing reassurance. There's nothing wrong with connection. It's human to want to be connected. Sometimes this fear kicks in and we're labeled too much when people can't meet us where we would like to be met. We're up here and maybe their emotional capacity's here. That doesn't make them a bad person, by all means. I mean, some people are bad, but majority, that's not, here is probably the normality. But does that mean you should lower yourself down here? No, of course not. You would never go out and tell somebody, oh, that man over there, that partner, he can't meet you where you need to be met, so you need to lower your standards. Hell no. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is, in the nicest way possible, you are up here. They cannot meet you where you need to be met. You are not too much. It's that they are not enough. When you're sensitive, the world can feel really harsh, and it is up to you to realize that not every silence is rejection. Not every misunderstanding is a failure. Just because something small happens doesn't mean the world's falling. And if you learn to hone that, and I mean really hone it, it's not a burden to be sensitive. It becomes a superpower. You notice things that other people miss. Like for me, for example, I can very much walk into a room, and just off the vibe alone that people give me, I can kind of grasp whether you're my person or not. I'm also very in tune with how other people are feeling. If I have an issue with somebody, I have this really helpful, non-helpful way of putting myself in the other person's shoes to see what they may be going through, or see how they are seeing the situation. before I even say anything. And like I said, that sometimes can be a good thing and it sometimes can be a bad thing. Ultimately, it means that you care in a world that's becoming quite numb. You love in a way that changes people, even if they don't tell you that directly. And no, this is not me saying, hold on to that toxic relationship because you can change them. And as long as you learn how to hone that superpower, I'm telling you, you are not too much. You just haven't met the people who can meet you where you are. And if there's one thing that I'm learning about my journey right now is that you will meet these people, or they were already there. You just weren't giving them the time of day. Maybe you're focusing on the wrong types of people. It doesn't matter how much you keep trying to evade it. The universe will show you people's capacity for you. People naturally gravitate to whom they care about, and you're going to have instances in your life where you need people, and you will see who shows up for you and who doesn't. 9 times out of 10, the people who don't show up for you are the ones that blame you for being too much because of their lack of emotional capacity or their lack of friendship. So if you're somebody who is listening right now and you are sick of shrinking yourself, biting your tongue, or holding your breath for the sake of peace, or because you are afraid to be too much, hear me now. I want you to hear me so loud. You're allowed to take up space. Your emotions deserve to be in the room. Your voice deserves to be heard. And the right people, they won't flinch when you voice your needs. You are not too much. You've just been hanging around people and spending too much time with people who ask you to be less. And you don't have to live like that. Not anymore. So with that said, thanks for listening, guys. I've been the Anxious Girly. Until next time. Bye.